To 2K Sports for the latest presentation. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 5.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Ayton. Back to Simons. Grant sets a screen for Simons. Connects from three-point range.
Countering the three at the other end. That's a nice shot by Simons.
There's the screen. Schroeder passes to Achua. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Schroeder kicks to Achua. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. The dunk by Achua.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And the Blazers, Steve, have made every attempt to put together a championship roster. But it's possible they may be heading in the other direction.
Yeah, Kevin, sometimes a rebuild comes your way, whether you like it or not. This is a proud franchise. They play to win, but they're going through some growing pains right now. Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Achua. Beyond the arc. Stolen by Grant. Now here's Simons. Grant with a screen on Schroeder. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Hangs the shot with nobody near him. Simons has got 5 points so far. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Trains it from beyond the arc.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Pass to Grant. Cuts it by. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Siakam outside. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Anunoby against Simon. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Siakam a screen on Simon. And that one's good. Schroeder. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Simons surveying the D. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Aiden. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And what a score Anthony Simons has become, Steve.
I love it, Kevin, because he can do it from all three levels. A smooth jumper, uses his body to protect the ball when he's driving inside, and some nights he's unstoppable.
And with the move to positionless basketball, wing players with the size and strength of OG Anunoby tremendously in demand.
You need a guy who can hang with all the superstar wings defensively. And OG has a better shot than most.
Now, here's Siakam.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Three-pointer, Simons. .58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Grant. Ayton, and Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Anunoby finds Schroeder. Siakam sets a screen for Barnes. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Stolen by Grant. Simons with the ball. 7 points in the game, so they take the lead. Simons has got 10 points.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Achua, the pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Achua. Tight defense on him. Inside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 7.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. OG Anunoby is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Achua in at the center.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, there's a new era in Portland with number 3 pick Scoot Henderson viewed as the franchise player of the future. He says, I'm going to embrace it. I've got a lot of responsibility, but it just comes with the work ethic. I always fall back on getting in the gym. I'm determined to be the best version of myself. Kevin, back to you.
I love the fact, David, don't you, that he wants to be great. That was a terrific report. Thank you. Now, here's Grant to the paint. Here's Thibault. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons on the wing. Going inside. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
I bet Coach is loving what Anthony Simons is doing. Always nice to see a scorer at his best.
Achua finds Siakam. Back to Achua. It's up a 3. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Fires the 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Typically playing the role of catalyst. This time, Schroeder's the one who gets set up.
Simons against Anunoby. Ayton sets the pick for Simons. Again, the Trailblazers score. Well, you've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's on an open. Portland making their last shot. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. And that'll be his third foul so far. So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Siakam inside. Murray on him. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Out to the right wing. Pirtle kicks to Porter. Pirtle with a screen on Brogdon. It's Porter outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Murray with it, and it's Drake picking him up. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Raptors trail by 4. If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Yep, it counts. Brogdon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, one thing you know you're getting with Gary Trent Jr., volume 3-point shooting. He lets it fly.
And he is really fearless at the arc. I think because of his consistency. And when he gets hot, well, he can get on a burn.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Scoot Henderson became the youngest G League player ever in 2021. Greg, he was only 17 then.
And Kevin really speaks to his abilities that he was ready for that near NBA level of competition at such an early age. In a league of the best athletes in the world, Scoot Henderson stands out. He can just levitate in the air, blow by defenders. Scoot putting on a show.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And that one misses. Hey, GA, you went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
Here's Wainwright.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight, and he makes the first.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 6. There's Porter with the 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Pirtle. In the corner, it's Boucher. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And despite the defense being draped all over Pirtle, he gets the job done. He's money around the bucket.
Henderson dishes to Murray. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Trailblazers up 4. from Portland. We're back in a moment.
32.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
The wingman is Sharp and Thibault. Jeremy Grant is out there with Ayton. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Nice pass. You love how Sharp anticipates situations.
The tray carries it from three-point range. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Scoot Henderson has prepared himself for the pressures of the NBA. He meditates, he reads books on self-improvement, and he said, I'm pretty sure you can lose yourself making a lot of money. You've got to be mentally sound. There's going to be downsides of being this young and successful. But I don't like failure, so I just try to minimize that. Kevin?
Wise words, David. Oh, wise words. Thank you. Now, here's Thibault. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder, the shot's good from Simons.
Not surprising. Simons looking comfortable from that corner spot.
Raptors trail by 7, and stolen by Thibault. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
It seems like whenever Matisse Thybulle's number has been called, he's been ready.
GA really speaks to his confidence and his professionalism. Matisse Thybulle embraces his role, and he's ready to go when his number is called.
And Portland has possession after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Ayton, that one good for 2. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Heads up play by Simons. He sees a better opportunity for his team and moves the ball.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Kicks it out to Grant. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And this is why you gotta put a body on 8. When you don't, he torches you with the putback.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Grant sets a screen for Simons. To the left wing, there's the 3, and it's Grant that time on the assist by Simons. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
They say he 3 and D. That was all 3. Jeremy Grant's becoming a very consistent outside shooter.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Trent kicks to Porter. Trains the three-pointer.
Off the catch, that's when I feel like Porter is most in rhythm with his shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Trailblazers leading by 8. Henderson passes to Brogdon. To the middle. Here's Wainwright. And he jams it in.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
And 1 point of focus for the Blazers. Steve, they're trying to be more disruptive defensively.
Yes, Kevin, blocks and steals can get you out and running. But when you don't have that, easy buckets are harder to come by, Kevin.
2 on the clock. Trent can't hit. Portland has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Lobbed in the pass to Wainwright. Shoots the 3. Out to Henderson. Down low, Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Porter, a screen on Henderson. And here's Trent outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
Here's Wainwright. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system, or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Trent finds Boucher. Raptors need to get a shot. Birtle, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Wainwright.
The speed of Gary Trent Jr. makes it tough to get around him. He works hard.
And so it's Portland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Took a pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find a guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Porter. It's Boucher out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Birtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Birtle sets the pick for Trent. Hits the three-point bomb.
So accurate from downtown. Easy to understand why Trent Jr. is a volume three-point shooter.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Grant. He takes it in, and the dunk by Grant.
Tough to stop Jeremy from getting to the rim off the bounce. That's a great play.
Here's the screen. Anunoby passes to Achua. Back to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Simons, the pass to Grant. Now Thibault. Grant with a screen on Schroeder. Back to Grant. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Ayton missing. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Anunoby. And no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Schroeder against Simon. Ayton sets the pick for Simon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Pass to Thibault to the left side wing. Ayton against Siakam. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Passes it to Siakam. To the inside. The dunk by Achua.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Here's Simons. And again, it's Portland converted.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And Anunoby slams it in.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Wow, anytime Sharp lifts off, it's showtime.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
How about the agility of Sharp there? Able to dance around and find his shot.
To the wing right side. Pass to Anunoby. There's the pick. Now the pass to Achua. Misses the 3. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Anunoby, good.
What a game. Tight score, pressure's on, and Anunoby showing no fear.
Here's Simon. Ooh, the double clutch. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make
the previous play is under review.
One thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Times, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Grant. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And here is Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam. Money!
Playing like he's got something to prove. Pascal Siakam wants to be the man in crunch time.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And the slam dunk by Simon.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Knocks down the 3.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The development of Simons over the last few years has been incredible. He's shown he can be a lead ball handler and someone who can get you a bucket when needed.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Anunoby. Wow, Drew, the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
Shooting for Toronto, OG Anunoby. 3 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
shots. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
OG can make the most of this trip if he can stay cool and ignore the noise.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
positions on both sides.
And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Inside, ooh, Gobert with a steal. To the wing, right side. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul.
Gobert finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Conley looking for an opening. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns.
And Grant works hard on the defensive end of the floor. His activity and wingspan, big hands, really paying dividends.
And Grant, this season, the Blazers adding a G League affiliate in North Portland.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the second to last team to do it. And the Suns next season will make it 30 for 30. Now there's a G League counterpart operating under each of the league's teams.
It's tipped. Thybulle with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. There's Simons with a 3. The offensive rebound. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Floats one. Kept alive. The kick out to Conley. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Back to Daniels. Thybulle against Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls for Simons. Well, Doris, the Timberwolves have made consecutive playoff appearances. That's a win for this team.
Well, when you consider that hadn't been done in this organization going all the way back to 2004, it does show they are moving in the right direction. The next step, obviously, they have to win a series. Very good awareness from Grant, just the ability to catch and shoot, so important to his growth.
Edwards for 3. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And here's Grant from the arc. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
Towns passes to Conley. Towns a screen on Simons. Back to Towns. Can they get it? And it's Towns with the power finish.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Grant with a screen on Conley. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Conley, a screen on Thybulle. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Well, looking back, it wasn't too long ago, Grant. The Blazers had an 8-year playoff streak.
NBA, that's no easy task. Some great years, but couldn't get over the hump. Now I think it's time to reset and build around their youth. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Simons outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Edwards against Thybulle. Puts it up from 17. Gobert passes to McDaniels. From the arc. Outside Edwards. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Edwards. Towns a screen on Simons. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Towns. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Here's Grant. Second chance effort on the wing, Simons. And again, it's Portland with a three.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Conley. He's scoreless. A minute 15 left now in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Thibault with a steal. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
It's Edwards with a drive.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Pass to Thibault. Grab the screen. Driving to the basket. Count that one. Simons got 9.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And here's Conley. And he gets it to go.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Ayton, a screen on Conley. There's Simons with a 3. Pass to Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. 6 to shoot. He gets it in there.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
He takes it in. The first quarter concludes. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Trailblazers out in front. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slot. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Timberwolves shooting just 33% so far in this game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, DeAndre Ayton has big goals. He said, quote, I want to be the best young two-way player in the league, controlling the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. Being everywhere, creating shots, rolling, blocking shots, just being in the paint, loud, communicating. That's my type of basketball.
He's got all the tools, Allie. Thanks for that. Good stuff there.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And so here's Portland. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Here's Simons driving inside. And a big-time jam right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Sharp, McDaniel.
Oh, wow. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter? That is so good.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Ayton passes to Sharp. Back to Ayton. Nice move. No good on the shot. Good D by Gobert. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 16. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Milton's checked in for Mike Conley. Gobert with a screen on Simons. Milton passes to McDaniels. Milton with it. Now guarded by Simons. 4 on the clock. The kick out to Milton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls, so they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward.
Brogdon's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons. Brogdon, the pass to Grant, and stolen by Edwards. Grant against Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns a screen on Brogdon. Edwards for three. Connects from downtown. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Brogdon finds Grant. Thibault a screen on Towns. Grant the pass to Thibault. Back to Grant. Driving in. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Jeremy Grant going to give a little lesson in how to finish off a drive. Whoa.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Grant. Edwards looking for an opening. This one for three. And Aiden pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And here's Grant from the arc. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. The finish! And it's powered home by Towns.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Grant outside. And so they foul intentionally. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Brown comes in for Anthony Edwards.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Brogdon. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flush.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon is not known for elite athleticism, but let him get around the cup and he's thinking score.
Milton, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Henderson. Grant with a screen on Milton. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. There's the three. Reed with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Henderson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Whoa! Scoot! What a move.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Reed from 13. The kick out to Milton. Reed a screen on Henderson. Now here's Reed. Let's go with a three. Knocks it down from distance. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Timeout called. Portland. Brogdon from outside. And so it's Portland going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Thibault and Grant are at the forward spots. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Henderson, and it's Williams in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Reed a screen on Henderson. Conley passes to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Over Williams. Reed can't hit.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Williams. Here's Henderson. Grant outside. Off target with the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Conley. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
And you look at the impact of Mike Conley. He makes a difference without making many mistakes, Doris.
B.A. just an extremely disciplined point guard. He'd rather make the smart play than the highlight reel.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy.
The previous play is under review.
Let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Clock at 6. Here's Thibault. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
For a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Murray's checked in for Portland. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Edwards is checked in.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
Portland has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Brogdon, the pass to Murray. Brogdon against Edwards. Back to Murray. And stolen by Edwards. Towns down low, guarded by Brogdon. And now we've got an intentional foul for the Trailblazers. Sharp comes in for Brogdon, and Simon has subbed in for Henderson. Edwards with it, guarded now by Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. And the second free throw is good. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Conley against Simons. Ayton, a screen on Conley. Pass to Thibault. Back to Simons. Here's Sharp. 6 to shoot. Ayton draws the double. Murray passes to Thibault. Ayton with it. Shoots over Brown. Ayton, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Back to Reed. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Ayton, a screen on Conley. There's Simons with a 3. They get it back. Ayton, and good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Ayton's got 6 points.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Back to Brown. To the inside. And the jam by Brown.
And And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Reed sets a screen. Towns passes to Reed. The rebound by Murray.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Simons. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves.
27. Rudy Gobert.
And it's Murray with the ball for Portland. It's a 14-point game. Simons outside. Pass to Thibault. The three. Portland again missing. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 41% in this game. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Out left to the wing. From deep, Conley. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Murray. And the Timberwolves also making a change. McDaniels is checked in for Towns. Here's Simons. There's the drive.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Edwards. Outside, Brown. Conley against Simons. Back to Brown. Now here's Edwards. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Edwards. Brown's got 4 points this quarter. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Grant gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Thibault. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. Jaden McDaniels out there with Troy Brown. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. Milton comes in for Conley. Ayton in the high post. Up top, Grant. And Gobert with a block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Edwards against Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Milton, no good. Well, the Trailblazers shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. There's Simons with a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
Milton against Simons. Ayton with a screen. It's Sharp on the wing. Ayton in the high post. Simons outside. Thibault against Brown. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Troy Brown picks one up. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Thibault with a steal. Here's Sharp. Pass to Simons. An easy two on the layup. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Simons outside, inside, Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
To the middle. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. They led by as many as 18. Into the lane. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Portland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Back to Simons. Grant with a screen on Conley. Simons passes to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Simons. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Edwards against Thibault. And Edwards, here we go. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Simons.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton with a screen. And he jams it home with authority.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they...
some NBA action going. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. This one for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends. And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Anunoby against Edwards. Good D by Anunoby.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And it's good, 2 points.
And, you know, give Schroeder credit. Taking the contact like a man and staying in control.
Here's Conley. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Anunoby, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. The inside shot. They double-team Siakam. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 1. Conley for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you have to stay up on Conley. When you give him breathing room, he's a threat to pull up.
Siakam for 3. Gobert pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Schroeder surveying the floor. Pass to Pirtle. Takes it out to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
Well, that's just an intelligent play call by Schroeder. They're using the pick to get himself a good look.
Conley against Schroeder. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 7 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Feeds it to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Back to Siakam. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. 1:14 left in the first quarter. And Edwards with the stop.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Siakam a screen on Edwards. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Fouled, in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
Conley against Schroeder. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
Barnes sets a screen for Schroeder. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Edwards drives in. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Edwards. Hurdle with a screen on Edwards. Here's Anunoby. They get it back.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive ×3.
Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. On the left block. A shot, no good. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been at. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
You know, something else they've done really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Achua, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Schroeder against Conley. Down low. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Out left to the wing. McDaniels passes to Conley. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, anyway. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
What constituted the original personal foul? Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Achua.
Not many ways to avoid Gobert when he's on you. I mean, that's what makes him so tough.
Outside Conley. And there's the pass to Edwards. Out to Conley. Edwards, a screen on Schroeder. Conley finds Edwards. And stolen by Achua. Anunoby passes to Achua. And here is Anunoby. Takes it out to Siakam. Hits it from three-point range. Siakam's got 6.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
They set the pick to the right side. Now, here's Achua. Covered by Conley. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Anunoby's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. McDaniels comes in for Barnes. Otto Porter Jr. he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Yeah, you hate to give up.
At the line for Toronto.
Make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
To determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Edwards.
That was simply the long arms of Otto Porter forcing the miss.
And Towns gets it to go.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Porter looking it over. Boucher kicks to Trent. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Drops in the tray.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
Outside Porter. Pass to Achua. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Edwards kicks to Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The kick out to Porter. Launches it. That one no good. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? Well, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Anunoby. Oh, gee, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Anunoby against Brown. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Over Reed. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Milton kicks to Gobert. Back to Milton. Passes to Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert the screen. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. 3 on the clock. Shot clock at 2. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Anunoby has the open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
First team foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the paint, here's Milton, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Brown against Anunoby. Gobert with the block. Minnesota leading by 4. To the middle. Brown finds Gobert. Now here's Milton. There's a good screen. Shot from free throw range. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Sweet move. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Siakam's got 10.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Here's Milton, and it's Toronto with the rebound. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Siakam a screen on Milton. And it's Schroeder missing. And Milton's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Pass to Reed. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Edwards in for Troy Brown. And here's Edwards from the arc. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 20.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Porter outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Milton against Porter. Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Porter passes to Achua. Back to Porter. Boucher kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Boucher. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Time
29 seconds left to play in the third. Kicks it to Edwards. Conley with the screen on Porter. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Porter. Trent finds Porter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Anunoby. Hands it from downtown. Anunoby's got 9 points here in the second half.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
3/10 quarters behind. Us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. The 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Pirtle. Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's Conley, and he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Schroeder against Conley. Down low, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Edwards looking it over. They get it back. Takes a 3. Conley picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Schroeder passes to Anunoby. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Edwards. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Minnesota calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, they told the team, we're winning this game with our defense. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Edwards draws drawing the double team. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards.
Well, that 7-foot frame of Pirtle, guys, really helps on the defensive end.
Schroeder against Conley. To take the lead. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Conley's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Sinks the triple.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Anunoby against Edwards. Outside, Towns. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pirtle up top. Passes it to Siakam. Back to Pirtle. Raptors moving the ball around. Good on the three-point shot. Anunoby's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 6. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. Pirtle kicks to Anunoby. Clock at 4. Pirtle with a screen on it. Anunoby. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Anunoby passes to Schroeder. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Gobert with the block. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Here's Anunoby.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Here's Pirtle. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
That's his 4th personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8.
The line for the Timberwolves.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For 3, Edwards. Here's Towns. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
The NBA. On 2K Sports. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, BA, they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Thybulle and Grant are at the forward spots. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Siakam, 6 to shoot. Cans it with nobody near him.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now Portland with it. Simons right side. Ayton finds Simons. Back to Ayton. Simons outside. Ayton, the screen on Anunoby. Here's Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Simons is learning some of the tricks from Lillard there. He gets the defense to bite on the pump fake and draws the foul.
Well, the Blazers have boasted some high-powered offenses in recent years.
Well, their success is always centered around what they've done on the offensive end, BA, but now they've lost a little bit of that potency, and they've got to get back to more balance so that they can be competitive on a nightly basis.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Simons. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The 3 is up. Pirtle grabs a miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Siakam against Grant. Siakam, pass to Barnes. Now here's Schroeder. Siakam with a screen on Simons. Here's Schroeder. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
Grant outside. The 3 ball. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Anunoby for 3. Pass to Pirtle. And he can't get that one. Ayton with the defensive effort. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Thybulle against Anunoby. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. Simon's shot is good.
Finding a way through. Contact comes Simon's way, and he just avoids it.
Anunoby against Thybulle. And Anunoby gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And the growth of Jeremy Grant since he came into the league, Brett, it's pretty remarkable.
Pretty good for a former second-round pick, an athletic guy that fell under the title of a project player, but in Detroit took a larger role on, and I think being able to produce at that level, BA, has given him the confidence to continue to grow in this game. And it's great to see Grant take on a bigger role over time. Now a real focal point of this offense.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Simons finds Thibault. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And a missed layup.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now the Blazers moving it up. And here's Simons outside. Knocks down the triple. Simons got 6.
Good pass from the 2-guard Sharp. Solid at finding his open man.
Siakam the screen. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Grant. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Grant. Back to Simons. Outside Thibault. From deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Outside Barnes. Down low. And Ayton pulls it down.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
That shot, no good.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Anunoby against Simons. Nifty move. Ayton the open look. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Trailblazers leading by a point. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
Ooh, cooking it up down low, it's Spicy P.
Simons passes to Grant. Back to Simons. He's off on that one. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. Toronto trailing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the incredible athleticism of Scoot Henderson has drawn comparison to players like Westbrook, Wall, and Rose. Scoot said, quote, "No, I don't want to try to follow up anybody. I want to have my own career where people compare to me. But those are some great players, some great guards, and leaders. But I just want to make my own path."
Yeah, and that's where you have to be mentally. Thanks, Allie.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Raptors making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Portland. Achua with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Brogdon. And Brent, the Trailblazers seem to have taken a step back recently.
Well, it felt like they made the moves to get in position to be a contender out west, and they had a great start to the year. But then they really struggled. They had some injuries, and they couldn't maintain that focus, especially on the defensive end. So Portland continues to be a team in flux.
Here's Thibault. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. McDaniels comes in for Barnes. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Schroeder. Such a wide open look. Boucher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Grant outside. Passes basket is good on the assist from Brogdon.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Porter looks it over. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Ayton, a screen on Trent. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was
Previous players under
every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And there is a whistle that goes on Otto Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Another miss by Brogdon. And here are the Raptors now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Boucher right side. For Sharp. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Back in 2017, two-way contracts started in the NBA. Created more opportunities, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. Chris Boucher signing one of the first two-ways back in 2017. I mean, he was a huge success story for this system. Chris signing a big contract during the 2022 free agency period.
Porter finds McDaniels. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the wing on the left. Brogdon against Trent. Now here's Brogdon, guarded closely. Achua with some nice D. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And 1:01 left in the second period. Boucher down low, working on Grant. Grant brings a double. Timeout called, the Raptors. A big group substitution here for Portland. Williams is checked in for Ayton. Murray comes in for Grant. Wainwright's checked in for Thybulle. And it's Henderson in for Sharp. Clock at 6. Wing shot on the way. Second shot opportunity. Boucher, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Brogdon from outside. Williams. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
And he gets that one.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Henderson, the pass to Williams. Tipped. Achua with a screen on Brogdon. Pass to Achua. Now McDaniels. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Porter gets the bucket.
A dangerous shooter from deep. All Porter needs is a little daylight, and he's good to fire.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors ending the quarter up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, you look at Pascal Siakam. He's been playing really well.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court right now for Portland, we've got Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Henderson. Then it's Murray, and it's Wainwright in at the small forward position. Pass to Barnes. Siakam, right side. Brogdon against Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Anunoby. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Yep, that one goes. Murray's got his first 2 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Anunoby on the take. Here's Pirtle, and the foul is called. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls,
The previous play is under review.
challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A line change here for Portland, and he can't get the first one. That one misses. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Some fans do question the level of play in the regular season, but All-Star Kevin Durant said, quote, they only see us when the games come on, but the travel, the practices, the shoot-arounds, we're constantly moving, so appreciate the grind. Every game is not going to be a high-intensity playoff game. We go as hard as our bodies allow us to go. Brian?
Yeah, interesting point there, Allie. Thank you.
Wow, how about that? Remarkable verts there from Schroeder as he skies high for an impressive dunk.
Back to Simons. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Simons has got 10 points.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
4-3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Drops in the layup for 2. Siakam's gotten 4 this quarter.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Ayton passes to Thibault. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Simons passes to Ayton. Counted from distance. 5 points in the game.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Pirtle with a screen on Simons. Inside. The shot by Pirtle, no good. And Ayton has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 15. Simons has the open look. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Simons has got 12 points.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. 59 seconds left in the third. Pass to Achua. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Sharp passes to Thibault. On the wing, Simons. Ayton, a screen on Trent. Here's Simons. And it's Portland scoring again. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Porter, the pass to Boucher. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
That is showing up again later. Wow. And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Boucher on the screen. Three seconds left, and he lays it in. 9 points in the game.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Timeout called, Portland.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Gary Trent, McDaniels out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Achua, and it's Porter in at the 2-guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And it's Simons missing. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Trent right side. Boucher down low. He's covered by Simons. And Toronto calls time here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Anunoby on the take. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. On the wing, Simons. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls and
Previous play is under review.
policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good.
Simons showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
Anunoby finds Barnes. Picked by Pirtle. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Buries it down low.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Ayton passes to Thibault. Back to Ayton. From behind the arc. Thibault, that's good.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Pass to Schroeder. Here's Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Raptors have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Schroeder, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
And both free throws good for Schroeder.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's Simons missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. And again, no good by Toronto. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. The 3 from Ayton. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
It's Sharp on the wing. Here's Grant. Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Barnes against Thibault. And the dunk by Pirtle.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Sharp passes to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant can move out there as a big. Firm screen and great cut.
Schroeder against Simons. Siakam with a screen on Simons. They get it again. Outside Barnes. Launches a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Raptors.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Pascal Siakam.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Grant outside. Ayton, a screen on Siakam. And here's Grant from the arc. No good that time. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Fires in the triple.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. In at the small and power forwards, it's Thibault and Grant. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Ayton in at center. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Conley gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The pass to Thibault. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Conley, the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Looking very comfortable on the interior. Gobert gets his.
Over to the wing. Grant for three. And the rejection by Towns. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the middle. Here's Grant. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Grown man strength from Grant. Just punishing the defense with these type of plays.
Portland shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns kicks to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Back to Gobert. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Conley's got 8 points.
This is what you get from a vet, looking to recapture the momentum for his team with the answered three.
Simons finds Ayton. Lets it go. Gobert pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Towns, a screen on Simons. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Grant the pass to Simons. With the shot. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
So smooth with the jump shot. I love watching Anthony shoot the rock.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Off target with his 3. Portland trailing here. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Grant for the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And one thing you love about Jeremy Grant is his versatility as a player.
GA plays both ends with activity and skill. A switchable 6'8" frame. He's a plug and play on any roster in this league.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Simons kicks to Grant. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
A display of pure athleticism by Jeremy Grant, rising up for the huge dunk.
Towns, a screen on Simon. Takes the 3. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
They set the screen. Simons plays it up off the glass.
The first step quickness is up there for Anthony Simons.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. To the middle. Up and in on the layup. Towns has got 5 now.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. Out to the right wing. Sharp. Nice shot from the wing.
This is why you got to be excited about Sharp's future. He's so assertive on the offensive end.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Towns, a screen on Simons. Back to Towns. Out to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. A second chance effort, just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Simons from outside. Drills it from outside. He's got 7.
Easy money for Anthony Simons. He could live out there if he had to.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The wingmen, it's Sharp and Thibault. Grant is out there with Ayton. And it's Simons in at the point.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Simons grew up under the tutelage of his father, whose workout regimen sometimes left his son in tears. Anthony said, "I didn't get real joy from working out until middle school. By high school, it was just a normal day. It was so ingrained into me, working out extra and getting up as many shots as possible." Kevin?
Well, it brought him here, David. Thank you so much for the story.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Troy Brown's checked in for Edwards. Here's Gobert. Takes it off the glass. Gobert's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Gobert has to be happy with that. He can build on it.
Henderson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Grant with a screen on Milton. Here's Ayton. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Milton finds Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Down low, here's Sharp, and that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Henderson attacking. Grant, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Jeremy Grant clearly unfazed on that shot.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Shake Milton. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. It is tough to overlook the pedigree of the Grant family, but you see where Jeremy Grant gets his talent.
No mistaking that, Kevin. When your dad is Harvey Grant and your uncle is Horace Grant, you're destined to make it in the NBA. Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Williams sets a screen for Henderson. Floats it up for Williams. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Back to McDaniel. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Towns missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Sharp's in his groove now. Don't let him get started.
Towns with it. Now defended by Grant. McDaniels passes to Conley. Towns a screen on Henderson. Inside. Stolen by Grant. Here's Sharp. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Towns against Grant. Pass to Henderson. Back to Grant. Lets it go from deep. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
I like how Grant can play up-tempo, reacting fast to capitalize off a hot pass.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Reed. He kicks it to Towns. They need this. Back to Reed. Offline with his 3. Henderson looking it over. Thibault for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Nailed from three-point land. Wainwright's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Thibault for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. The pass to Towns. Over to the left wing. Conley against Henderson. Stolen by Henderson. And oh, here we go with Henderson. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. Gobert finds Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Here's Wainwright. It's stolen by Gobert.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal. And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
And here's Henderson after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Right wing. Murray is screen on Edwards. Back to Murray. Out to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And that's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Brown in for Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert the pass to Alexander Walker. With the drive, Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Anderson a screen on Henderson. And here's Conley outside. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 13. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We have seen officials cracking down in recent years on traveling violations. The sense from the league was with the freedom of movement rule changes, it was becoming almost impossible to defend if ball handlers get away with, let's call it, extra footwork. It's been an adjustment for the players, but they're talented enough to make that adjustment. Kevin?
Yeah, they are. You're right. A high skill level indeed. DA, thank you. Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. Henderson with it. Conley picks him up. Henderson kicks to Murray. Over to the wing. Fires the three. The putback. And Murray with the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And that's a pure hustle play. Getting to...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review and...
The previous play is under review.
Foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you...
The ruling on the floor stands.
Players are moving it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Simons. He's got 12. Jacks up a three. Ayton, it's good on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Anderson can't get it to go. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Moving the ball with conviction. Simons dropping a dime.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Driving to the basket. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Allowing any room to operate, he's going to be aggressive.
Simons against Milton. A 3-ball. Ayton wide open. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Now here's Gobert. To the middle. Anderson kicks to Gobert. The three-pointer, no good.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Here's Milton. Off target from outside. Trailblazers leading by 20. Simons with the ball. 12 points for him. Count that one. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And the Timberwolves call time. 11 seconds left to play in the third.
Timeout call for Minnesota.
Left side, Edwards. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. In at the small and power forwards, it's Thibault and Grant. And Fernie Simons out there with Sharp. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Pass to Grant, 4 on the shot clock. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's the 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now, here's McDaniel. Gobert with it, now guarded by Ayton. Back to Gobert. Towns for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. 3-pointer, Simons. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. They grab their own miss. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Edwards. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. 9 points for Anthony Edwards.
How about the pass from Gobert, scanning the floor well and spotting his open teammate.
Simons, the pass to Grant. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And here is Conley following Jeremy Grant's 3. Simons with the ball. Conley picks him up. Grant outside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 3-pointer, Simons. It's good from long range. Simons has got 21. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Blazers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Simons kicks to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Ayton throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Simons from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And once Simons gets cooking, Watch out, because he's capable of dominating games all by himself.
The drive by Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Puts one up from 19. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. To the inside, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Simons.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now, here's Simons. He's feeling it. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Grant. And rebounded by McDaniels. And here are the Timberwolves. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Grant goes in. Count it.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
No good on that one.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
Simons on the wing. Off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did.
teams can do is pass the rock, Grant. We should see a lot of ball movement tonight.
Hey, sharing is caring. And of course, there's great chemistry on both teams. There's such a flow to this game when they get together. And we're going to see some terrific team basketball tonight. I can't wait.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From deep, Conley hits the trifecta.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Edwards against Anunoby. And he drives in. Here's Pirtle. Pass to Anunoby. Schroeder against Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
McDaniels with the rebound. And here's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game. Gobert up top. It's stolen by Pirtle. Right side Barnes. Kicks it out to Siakam. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
There's a screen. Conley passes to Edwards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Outside Anunoby. And Gobert with a block. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. To the paint. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Edwards finds Conley. With the drive. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Conley's got 5.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Outside Schroeder. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. The baseline J. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Basket counts. He's got 7.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Edwards against Anunoby. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
After the franchise's first title in 2019, the Raptors tried to find their way back to contention doors.
They are, BA, and you have an interesting mix of young talent and veteran players left over from that championship roster. They've remained competitive, but the goal for an organization that's won a championship is to get back to the promised land, and there's a ways to go yet for that.
Towns, a screen on Anunoby. Left side, Conley. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Anunoby against Edwards. Inside, here's Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pirtle's gotten his second bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Conley. He's got 5. Outside McDaniels. Now Conley fires the 3. Here's Gobert. 2 on the clock. Can't get the layup.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And Toronto has possession. Following the score by Minnesota. Conley against Schroeder. Back to Achua. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Barnes, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. And Minnesota calls time here. Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Reed's checked in for Gobert. Edwards for 3. Down low. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Schroeder passes to Siakam. Kicks it out to Barnes. From outside the arc. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Here's Conley. Towns outside. Back to Conley. Towns a screen on Schroeder. For 3, Conley. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Pass to Achua. There's the triple. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Anunoby. Siakam against Towns. Achua with a screen on Towns. It's Siakam with the drive. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside Barnes. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Schroeder. And here's Siakam for 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Siakam's got 10.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. So Conley will go to the free throw line. That one on Schroeder.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. This guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
And the Raptors call time here. Milton's checked in for Conley. 1:56 left in the second. Schroeder against Milton. Schroeder passes to Achua. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Achua's got 5 points in the quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And he makes a first.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Now here's Porter. No points so far. To the inside. And finished off by Boucher.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
And that one misses.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Boucher. And here's Achua. Back to Boucher. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Edwards. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Trent outside. Back to Daniels. Inside. 6 to shoot. The turnaround Jay. Here's Achua. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Boucher for 3. That one is off. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Another miss by Minnesota. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against Trent. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Raptors. They're up by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at small forward. Now here's Siakam. And stolen by Edwards. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Siakam. Anunoby for 3. The putback. Pirtle, the pass to Schroeder. Barnes with it. He's against Gobert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Schroeder against Milton. Pirtle with a screen on Milton. And here's Schroeder outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Milton surveys the floor. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Anunoby covering. 4 on the clock. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Shoots over Siakam. Here's Gobert. Another shot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And he's good on the second.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
To the left wing. Poeltl with a screen on Edwards. Back to Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I'm not sure which was better, Poeltl's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, B.A., how about this? I mean, he's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this. He has now turned himself into that coveted elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Brown, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for Milton. Conley looking for an opening. Puts up a three. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oh, he tries a three. Siakam, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Reed. Gobert with it. Reed with it. Still no points. 6 on the shot clock. Conley on the attack. That one goes in.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
The Raptors have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Anunoby for 3. Drains the triple. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That free throw no good.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Achua. Boucher outside. Achua with a screen on Reed. Achua, high post. He's against Gobert. Achua with the dunk.
It sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Good on the second one. Outside Porter. Boucher a screen on Brown. Porter finds Boucher. Now here's Achua for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Conley passes to Reed. Conley with the ball. Back to Gobert. Missed inside. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. .36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Boucher on the screen. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Reed. Takes a 3. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Here's Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Conley's got 16 points now.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score. Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors up by 5. And time for a short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And so it's Minnesota with it. It's a 5-point game. Edwards against Anunoby. It's Edwards with a drive. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Schroeder passes to Siakam. Oh, plenty of contact. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Conley against Schroeder. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Pass to Schroeder. Siakam with a screen on Conley. Siakam, the pass to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Siakam. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, what a clever decision there by Pascal Siakam. Sticks with the shot and wins a trip to the free throw line.
And he nails the 3rd. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 5. Edwards for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Now, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Barnes with a screen on Edwards. Kicks it out to Barnes. 3-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And Minnesota calls time here. And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua's checked in for Pirtle, and it's Porter Jr. in for Schroeder. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Porter against Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. That one goes. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 4.
A.C. Siakam has added strength, so tough to contain. He doesn't mind a little contact, folks.
Porter with the steal. And Octopi for three. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Over to the left wing. Siakam finds Barnes. Back to Siakam. And here's Achua. Siakam with a screen on Gobert. Achua into the lane. Shot clock at 5. Porter from outside. Towns with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Conley to the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Porter looks it over. Achua with a screen on Conley. And here's Porter outside. And they'll get another chance. Barnes against Edwards. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Barnes, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Edwards, here we go. The shot no good. Siakam with the defensive effort. Toronto calls timeout. They're on top by 3. And 1:01 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. The Raptors with a lead. Here he goes. And Toronto calls time here. They lead by 3. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. There's 47 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Achua for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. So it's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game. Achua with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Octopi for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, now that was a block.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. 4 hours.